Hey yo, what's up everybody, it's JJ. I'm coming back with a video talking about basically helium mining, and of course if let's say you guys have already watched the video, basically why you should upgrade your SD card. And of course right now this is the part 2 of the video. Basically you're gonna understand like, okay, so after you upgrade the SD card, and some of you guys might be looking at, hey, why is my miner offline like for like maybe, I don't know, 3 to 5 days, and after that it is not even generating any beacon or whatsoever. So we are gonna basically understand and of course walk you through on what you should do. And of course this is one of the error that I seen, and after that from there I have been like thinking about it, and of course basically managed to solve it. So right now we're gonna basically talk about it. So of course before we jump into the topic itself, if you are not subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and leave a thumbs up to this video. And of course before I jump into it itself, I'd like to introduce you to my Discord and of course my Telegram channel, which is linked down below. Just head down, and after that click on this, and after that you will be able to see all of the links, and of course all of the whatever groups that you want to join is all down below. So on my Discord itself, you basically need to read the rules and verification and click on the thumbs up, and you'll be able to access all the other channels to basically start discussing and after blah blah blah. So over here I also want to give a shout out on Singapore crypto platform itself. They are basically doing group buys and of course orders if let's say you guys are interested in getting like your own helium miner. And of course right now we're gonna jump into it. So this video itself is no financial advice, it's just my own personal opinion and of course educational purposes. So right now we're gonna jump into the recap. Alright, on the recap itself, on my previous video, I've talked about where can you buy the helium, how to upgrade your SD card, and why should you, and of course from there, which SD card should you get, and after that, how do you do it. Basically, you want to do a backup or you want to do a firmware install. Basically, a firmware install is from the official source like Rak Miner. If not from Sensecap itself, they have this firmware that they built for their devices. So you need to basically grab it from the official site and download the firmware and install it. Flash it through your SD card, and from there you can use this new SD card to plug into your new device if let's say you want to do that. And of course some people are only known to this backup option, basically taking out the SD card from your Rak or Sensecap unit, and after that from an existing miner just take it out, and after that from there just do a backup, basically using the tools that they provide. And after that from there just do a firmware, backup, and after that from there take the new SD card and plug it in, and after that from there put the data into it, and after that from there this is the known step that you know. But of course over here there's another one, is basically a flashing or basically a new SD card, basically a fresh new firmware. From there you can just install it, and after that from there you can just flash it onto your SD card, put it onto your miner, and let your miner go. But of course the issue that I found over here is basically on part 2 we're going to understand how does this work. So for part 2 itself is very simple. If let's say you already done this replacement of SD card, and some of you guys might be getting into this issue, basically hotspot pairing failed, and after that from there hotspot miner is unable to respond to request, please reboot your hotspot and try again later. So over here they are telling you to reboot, but of course you can't be rebooting your hotspot like every single 30 minutes, because your hotspot is gonna like break, and after that eventually short circuit. If let's say you are lucky enough to hit the jackpot, I don't know, the 16 million jackpot, maybe you just hit it, and of course your miner just go boom, and after that from there you wasted all your investment, and after that I would say you are wasting your money. So over here we're gonna basically fix it in another way, another alternative that you do not need to rely on the Helium Hotspot app to basically use your Wi-Fi connection. So this guide itself is for those who are only solely relying on your Wi-Fi, and of course you do not have a long enough Ethernet cable, or let's say you do not have any Ethernet ports nearby you, therefore you don't want to drag the whole, I don't know, 2 to 3 meter or even 5 meter worth of Ethernet cable across your house, and after that from there people might trip, and after it's a hazard whatsoever. But of course Wi-Fi, some of you guys might still think Wi-Fi is the best option, but no, the wired option itself is always the best. But of course if let's say you have no choice, I understand, you want to use the Wi-Fi option, feel free to use the Wi-Fi. And of course I'm going to introduce you to one application which you really need to use for this intro itself. So for the Android user itself, it's the Helium Hotspot utility tool, basically uploaded by Ken Williams, and after I would say this is the official one, and after that the interface looks something like that. So yeah, basically I'm going to teach you and after that guide you through what is this all about. And of course for the Apple itself, Apple user, the iOS user, if you search for Helium Hotspot utility 2, it's going to show it the same, Ken Williams. I'm going to link these two apps down below, and after that from there you can just use it. So over here on the app itself, I'm just going to jump back to my photos. So over here is basically the same thing. So over here you will be, once you open up the app itself, it's going to show you, okay, follow the instruction, activate hotspot, blah blah blah, and after that from there you just need to, very simple to understand. Once you download the app, when you open up the app itself, this is the screen that you will see, and after on this screen itself you need to tap on the search icon following my mouse. So over here just click on this itself. Of course if let's say before you do that itself, you will need to basically switch off your miner. So for example, if you are using the Rak itself, you do not have the Bluetooth option, no, I mean like sucks to be a Rak user without the Bluetooth option. Need to just do a manual restart / people call it a power cycle or whatever shit. Just switch it off for 1 minute or even 30 seconds and switch it back on. And once it's on itself, you can't immediately find a hotspot. You will need to wait for at least 30 seconds to even 60 seconds for the hotspot to basically reboot, and after that operating as per normal. So once this is done itself, click on the search itself, and after that from here you will be directed to this page itself. So once you've seen your hotspot itself, it is going to show something like that. So example, this is your hotspot, and after that you found your hotspot, yay man, just click on connect, and once you have connected the hotspot itself, you'll be directed to this page itself over here. The hotspot settings. So over here, once you're on the hotspot setting itself, once you are here, you would like to click on the diagnosis report. So once you click on the diagnosis report itself, it is going to show you something like this. Right, so for example, you are already on the diagnosis report itself, you will not be able to see the IP address if let's say you are not on Ethernet, and of course if you are not on the MAC address or whatsoever. Both of these Wi-Fi or Ethernet itself is basically off. Basically, if you click on this, and after that from there it's going to show you like Wi-Fi name is nothing, and after that if let's say you go to the diagnosis report, it shows you the IP address is none, and after that over here net type there's nothing. So you just need to focus on IP address. If the IP address shows none, equals you are not connected to the internet, and of course the next option for you to do it is basically just head over back to the hotspot setting page itself, click on Wi-Fi network, click on configure, and once you're on the configure page itself, you'll be searching for your Wi-Fi. So once you have searched for your Wi-Fi, it's very simple, basically just enter your Wi-Fi name itself, the password, and once you have connected your Wi-Fi, your Helium hotspot to your Wi-Fi, it is going to show connecting over here on the top right itself, and after that it's going to show connected. So once it's connected itself, just head back to your wallet, way back to this hotspot app itself. Just click on run diagnosis all over again, and after that you will be able to see your IP address, and once you've seen your IP address, you're good to go. And of course I would say this is the fix for those who are looking at your hotspot. Hey, why is it like down for 5 days or even 7 days or even 14 days after you did a SD card upgrade? Through all of this step itself, basically over here I need to replace my SD card. What do? You downloaded this firmware update, and after that from there you plug it into your new SD card, and after that from there you might know like, hey, why is it like not updating? And after that, some of you guys might be smart enough, you might be thinking, alright, I'm just gonna use the Ethernet cable. So on the Ethernet cable itself, the internet is always flowing through and forth, and after I would say that this option itself for Ethernet itself, there's no error you're gonna encounter. The downtime itself is gonna be very little, and of course for those who are following as well, you are unable to basically basically over here at the SD card you want to do an upgrade, but of course you're unsure how you do it. It's very simple. Watch the first video, it's gonna pop up above. Alright, so for the next update basically is on the Linxdot itself. So if you guys are following the channel itself, my first video talking about Helium Hotspot or where to get the machine itself, it is of course Linxdot, but of course this company itself is not really delivering as per promise. So you can see on their Discord itself. Alright, so on their Discord itself, it's kind of disappointing. So here we can see that batch 2 itself shipping and will be fulfilled basically on mid-February, and of course right now it's already mid-February. February has 28 days only, and after the mid itself, from my understanding, it is on 14th of February. So that is the mid, and after that over here you can see basically they have done some edited over here. Yep, so it has been edited. So over here it has been like basically for batch 2 itself, I remember clearly what they said was basically shipping now, and after that will be completed by end of January. So this was the first update, and after that from there I'm batch 2. So over here, which is of course they did more and more updates telling us that they are working, the miner is being delivered, and they are basically mass producing whatever bullshit. But of course I'm just looking at the dates itself. Batch 2 itself shipping now and will be fulfilled by mid-January. So right now we are at the mid-January term itself. It is already 15th of January from my time, and of course let's say you are leaving like, I don't know, 24 hours back itself, it is still 14, but of course it is already mid-January. So yeah, basically people are not receiving the miners, and of course I am not receiving as well. So I am basically promoting for them. I would say that please become an affiliate, because they are the one that they are accepting orders, and after that from there I would say that if you want to get Linxdot itself, you can try, but of course I will not really recommend them. So instead I'll just recommend, if let's say you want to get a group buy or whatsoever, just feel free to join my join the Singapore crypto platform itself. Over there they do like mass order of like what is that called, it's group buy from time to time. So over here I would say you want to get your Linxdot, like your Sensecap unit or whatsoever, feel free to get over with them. And of course if you want to compare with the units itself, I am unable to do a comparison of Linxdot, Rak, and after that Sensecap, because my Linxdot is not here, and of course I can't do an unboxing, a review, and of course everything about it. So over here they say now we are at the basically now in mid-February, we wanted to do an update on our shipping progress. Batch 2 is currently being shipped. It is expected to be fulfilled alongside with Batch 3 by the end of mid-February. So it is already end of mid-February. Yep. As per schedule, blah blah blah. And after that, Trevor claimed that Batch 2 and Batch 3 are before ship, which is inaccurate. Batch 2 ship. I mean, like this over here, it is basically trying to pick up their own shit. And after that, I would say, yeah, it's kind of disappointing because from what I understand, what they have mentioned about is basically on their message itself. They said batch 2 basically by end of January, and of course it will be fulfilled by end of January. I think I have the email. So over here, this is the email that they have mentioned previously, basically sent on the 2nd of November. So if you scroll down itself, they mentioned the batch 2 is going to be shipped in early December, which did not happen. And after that, over here you can see that right now they are basically mentioning that they are gonna do the batch 2 on mid-February. So there's a freaking 3 months of delay. I would say around 3 months, supposedly getting it on late October, but of course it got delayed through November, and then I don't know, October, and now November and December. So basically over here, like they delayed for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and after this is the 4th month. So it is around 3.5 months of delay. So I would say it is not really acceptable for that, because you are freaking accepting so much order, but of course you are not fulfilling. So I would say that do I really recommend you buying from them? I would not really recommend right now, because their batches itself is freaking being delayed time over time. And I would say that right now it is been from October delayed till December, and right now December is gonna delay to mid-February. But of course right now it's being delayed again because mid-February is right now. So it is, yep. So from what I understand, this is over here, this is 3 weeks, and after another 3 weeks. So over here this is mid, definitely I'm correct. This is the mid-February fulfilled by, okay, it's not fulfilled. I mean, like, it's fulfilled by. So by, that means you are gonna fulfill something by this date itself. So mid-February, maybe their mid-February is on, I don't know, 27 or 26th of February. This is their mid-February. Maybe that's how they determine their mid-February. So it's kind of pissed off that yeah, just a rent period session with you guys. So I would say, if let's say you want to get your Linxdot unit itself, not really recommending you to. And of course I believe that I use the referral link down below. So if you want to basically support, you can use the link, and of course you can basically support the channel. But of course not really worth the wait itself. I would say if you want to, you can just head over to Singapore crypto platform to wait for a group buy. And after that, if you want to buy other unit itself, feel free to Google it, and of course use the official distributor site itself to buy the units itself. Do not buy from a third party, and after that, do not buy from somebody you are not known of. I mean, like some random dude online, you just selling their units, and after that you buy it, and eventually, if let's say the unit is faulty or whatsoever, there is no warranty behind it, because yeah, basically it's a third party one. So what they want to is basically they don't want people to resell the unit, so they are gonna void off the warranty. If let's say you bought, and of course from somebody else, and after that eventually you got scammed, and I would say that it is, yeah, disheartened to know, because I know some people that bought off, and after that from there they somehow got scammed or somehow got cheated. But of course I'm not gonna mention much, but of course just prevent yourself from being a victim or whatsoever. But of course, yeah, basically I've come to the end of the video. If you like the video, kindly hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notification. And of course, if let's say you want to know more about crypto.com, I mean a crypto scam itself, feel free to head over to airdropscams.com, and after that from there you can have a read on basically what kind of airdrop scam that is ongoing, and after that how can you avoid being a victim of this kind of scam. So I've come to the end of the video, and I want to see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.